Fairy tale they say, real in every way.
Hi, my name is Tai, and I am a fashionista.
Hi, my name is Dolly.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Honeybees. I am your host, Tai, and I'm also joined by the lovely JC.
Hello, I'm acting as the Blue Hornet today.
The Blue Hornet.
I'm the Blue Hornet. Since you're a honeybee, I'm a hornet.
You're so funny.
Yeah.
You know, they say you can catch more flies with honey. So
Yes, I know,
you need to come on over to the honey side.
and the hornet is something else. I know.
That's a sting. You don't want to be a stinger.
Yeah. No, we'll just sting. We'll just sting the negativity away. That's all it is.
Pretty much, right?
Yes, yes.
I'll convert you with my honey.
Yes, yes. Yes.
Everyone there, I like the haircut. It's fly.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Are
Thank
you
you.
happy to be back, like, at a barber? Did you get to go see the barber this past week?
Yes, I was able to make an appointment finally, but in the beginning I kind of had a challenging time. I walked in and the husband of the hairstylist who acts as the assistant kind of yelled at me, "You need to get an appointment." I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and then he gave me a card, so I got an appointment. Yeah, but before that I went to my other barber. So I went to two
Oh.
salons. In the span of a week, I had a haircut twice.
Oh,
How about that?
you needed two. It was that off, right?
Yes,
You
I
two.
needed to. Now I'm kind of giving it a rest for 2 weeks.
Give it a rest.
Well, how
That's
about
cool.
you? I heard something
Well-
about your lovely nails.
Oh, yes. I am thankful that they end an opening. I mean, at least for, the salon.
Yes.
And then I think the next biggest thing I'm looking forward to is the gym. So, because I miss going to the gym. So, I can totally mask up and glove up at the gym because what I do it's not like grip. It's totally important because my favorite thing to do at the gym
Yes.
is the treadmill. So
Oh.
the treadmill is not like, where I'm, I need to have a super hold, like tight hold on something. I'm
Yes.
just walking and sometimes I hold the little thing.
Yes.
But, I'm totally okay with like a mask and gloves. I can do that.
Yes.
You just, so I don't know when the gyms are going to open. But
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it. And seeing my trainer again. I miss my trainer. She was so good. And
Yes.
I miss that.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Yes.
but this past week I was able to go see my awesome nail tag.
Yes.
And she did a wonderful job. She gave me a beautiful mani-pedi. I put sparkles. I like the silver sparkly nail polish, so that's what I get every time. Because I like
Nice.
clean. I like shine.
Yes, I love Shine too. You know me, and most especially on our comedy, Gizzy and his frenemies. I like us to sparkle in our show. It's all about
I
the
know,
sparklies, yeah.
That's right. We're so over the top.
Yeah,
Our
yeah.
episode last night was really good. It was very
While watching Gizzy's concert.
I know, it was so much fun.
Oh,
It
my
was so much
goodness.
fun. I mean, like, I was just, it's cool, like, when you get to see you on the screen and, like, you're laughing along with the characters. and
Yes,
stuff.
yes.
It's funny, and you're, like, remembering, like, back to when you were shooting it, and you're like, yeah, I remember saying that. I remember him doing that, or whatever. It's so funny.
But
It's cool.
but isn't it fascinating that when you see the finished product, because when you were acting, nobody was there. Like I wasn't there. It was just you. But then, through the magic of green screen and editing and, everything was added later on. It all fuse together really well, and that's what I love about the magic of filmmaking. That's what I love. Yeah, yeah, it's
Right,
really
like
beautiful.
imagination. It's
Yeah,
like it's like imagination and creativity come together, and then when you add those elements of yes, like the editing
yes,
and the effects with the green screen, it comes together, makes this beautiful like
yes,
melody of this whatever it is you're trying to shape it to be.
yes,
If you're trying to get people to laugh, if you're trying
yeah,
to get them to cry,
yeah,
if
to
you're trying to get them
cry.
to contemplate and think, you know,
Yes, yes.
if it's done right, it comes together in like this beautiful package.
It is. It is, and that to me, and I love our topic for today because it's about being an influencer. I really love it. And,
Oh, yay,
yes, and through
awesome.
our comedy, I mean, they're probably thinking, how can you influence people through comedy? Well, yes, you can because you're making people laugh, and laughter is the best medicine among other things. Yes.
Right, laughter is good for the soul. You
Yes,
know,
it
it's
is.
good for the soul.
It is. Oh my
We
goodness.
all need a little laughter therapy. You know, like it's
Mhm.
with so much going on in the world right now, and it can, if you just watch the news all day long, it's enough to just almost, kind of make you sad or something because of everything that's going on, the gravity of what's going on and stuff. So when we
Yes.
can find those moments, to laugh, those moments that are lighthearted,
Yes.
that can kind of take us away a little
Uh-huh.
bit from the seriousness of what's going on with the coronavirus.
That's very true. Oh my gosh. And coronavirus or whatever negative thing, that's going on out there. And times are really tough right now, going through a recession and all that, and we don't know what's going to happen in a few months. And we just need to stay positive and strong, and
Mm-hmm.
influence each other in. Yes,
That's right. That's
yes,
right. Most definitely. With the virus, they're thinking that it could possibly come back later on this year. I mean, not that
yeah,
it's less, because we're still dealing with it, but they think it can come back in even a very we can take a harder hit with it later on this
yeah,
year, and it's it's like, well, right now things are so bad. It's like I can't even. It's hard to imagine it being like
yes,
worse than it already is. I mean, it's already shut down our country for a period of time, and just now, the states are trying to do their phased approaches
mm-hmm,
to opening everything back up and stuff. And I don't. It's just hard to kind of imagine us taking a harder hit, possibly later on this year. It's like,
I
what is that
know.
going to look like?
It's
What is that
it
going to look like? Does that mean exactly what we've been through these last few months and then some,
Yeah,
or what? I don't know. It makes you just. I guess for now we just really kind of have to live in the moment,
yes,
because we don't really know what these next months hold. We don't really know. We're kind of at the mercy of the virus, and it's
mm-hmm,
running its course or whatever it's going to do. And we
yes,
just kind of have to ride with it, and we just have to flow, with it. And it's just kind of hard to do that when, we've never gone, we've never gone through this. And then most
yes,
people who were back in 1918, well, they were like an infant or something, so there aren't too many 100-year-olds that, they can't remember what happened 100 years ago because they were just studying. So really, we're all in this together. And I hope we'll be better prepared for whatever may come with this, because it's just too much. And it's really sad that so many people have lost their lives.
yes.
And
It's tragic.
and there's people who are fighting for their lives right now as we speak. And when your loved ones are passing away and you can't even be in there with them to hold their hand or to say
Yes.
goodbye. People can't hold the memorial services and the funerals like they would like. I mean, it's unprecedented, and it's sad. You know, your heart goes out to these families.
It it
I don't mind.
it really is sad, and I know what that feels. You know, because you know me. Every year I have this asthma, allergy, and allergic rhinitis, and sometimes it's very hard for me to breathe. So I constantly have to go see my doctor. So I need to get a prescription of my albuterol asthma inhaler. So
Mm-hmm.
when in the past, when I've seen videos of these people dying in the hospital, unable to breathe, it hurts me. It really hurts me because it hits home. I know exactly how that feels because a few years ago, I actually almost died. And
Oh,
I had to call the paramedics,
oh
and
my.
fortunately, I survived and I lived to tell the tale, and uh,
Amen.
yes,
Praise the Lord.
yes. So it's hard for me to see that, but to hold on to
Amen.
faith, and I really believe in miracles. Not only because it's a good concept, and this pie in the sky that that we see, but I lived it. I've experienced miracles firsthand in my life. So I believe that there's going to be a great miracle coming our way, and we'll just
Amen.
see this thing disappear. Yeah, that's what I'm praying for.
Yes. Yes, that
Yes.
is definitely the hope and prayer. And so, if any of our viewers who are currently, ill with the coronavirus, or if you have a loved one who's um, fighting through this virus, or if you've lost a loved one, we want to send our heartfelt condolences and let you know that you're in our thoughts and prayers. Because I couldn't imagine. I couldn't
Yes.
imagine. What you're. I just. You're in our thoughts and prayers. We definitely, most definitely. I know they said like sometimes there's some people who know people personally who've been afflicted with it, or there's some who know no one who's been afflicted with it. So I mean, for those of us who don't know anyone, that's great. And those who haven't, and who know people who are going through it right now, and it's about trying to support and do whatever we can, and we have to
Yes.
try to help from a distance. We can't even be like close, with our loved ones and our friends. So it's crazy. So
Hmm.
right now, what's going on in the world?
Yes.
Yes, laughter, positivity. Those are definitely things that we should try to put down out there, because so many people need it. They said people are, there's higher incidences of, depression and stuff going on right now because of what's going on in the world and things like that.
Yes.
So we really need to be putting out good things, because there's already enough negative right now.
Yeah, there's so much negativity, and I at this point, whenever I turn on and open my Facebook, all I could see is the coronavirus over and over again. So at this point, the news of it is coming out of my nostrils and my ears. So at this point, I'm like, I've had enough of this, and I feel like, quoting Joan Rivers, may she rest in peace. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. That's her favorite
Yes.
phrase.
Yes.
Oh my
She was
goodness.
quite the sassy little lady right there.
Oh
She had
yes,
her
yes.
own style, her own fashion style sense and everything. She kind of did her own thing from what I recall.
She
Was not.
did, she did, and that's a great thing of influencing people, because even if she's long gone, she still influences people when people go to YouTube and look at her video, she still influences with what she advises people, of what not to wear, of what horror. Sometimes it comes across as negative, but with, Joan Rivers, you gotta see the whole picture of what she's trying to tell you. you know, she, yeah, yeah, she gets rubbed off the wrong way for some people. I guarantee you.
Right? I
Yeah.
mean, how long has it been? Did she pass away in the 2000, like the first decade of the 2000s, or the second one?
Yeah,
It's been a while, right? Since she died.
just a few years actually. Not too long ago. Just a few years. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
I think I remember seeing it on the news, but I just don't remember how far back it go. But okay, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
But I remember her kind of being flashy with her style.
She's flashy, and I had the privilege of seeing her from afar when I was in Hollywood, and the Oscars.
Oh.
Yeah, the Oscars were taking place, but I was like so far away, and the only thing that I saw was this lady, coming out from her limo, and she was all in a vision of chicken feathers or marabou feathers flapping all over the place. Yeah. And I said, wow, that's her. It's unmistakably Joan.
You're like unmistakably, like there's no confusing her with anyone else.
There is no confusing, and she was running like there was no tomorrow, because I think she was late or something, and I said, girl, how could you run with those heels? And yeah.
I wouldn't be doing it. I rock heels. I rock heels every day. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna run and then I'm not trying to break an ankle because then I can't wear my heels.
Yeah, exactly. She wanted to get into the auditorium like pronto. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Like, my heel height. I think for women who like to wear heels, it's really about like trying to find your comfortable heel height. Like, what are you most comfortable in? I mean, or at least women who are going to wear them like on an almost daily basis.
Yes.
If a woman is only wearing them to like a formal event, a wedding, or sadly a funeral, or church or something, those are just like snippets of time, and you might be able to get away with going higher than you may normally do. But if you're going to wear heels on like almost daily basis, I don't know if rocking 5-inch heels on every day is really the best way to go. But but hey, if the woman has tried and she found out that she can rock some 5 inches every day, more power to her. But for me, I prefer a more like medium length heel.
Yeah.
Because I wear mine every day. So.
Oh, there you go. So you're used to it.
Right. I kind of went through this little trial and error of trying to find out which heel length works for me, at least the ones for like a more daily basis, like what length, height, and then I eventually found that for me, my sweet spot is like about a 3-inch.
A 3-inch heel. Yeah.
I can go up or down. I can go down for maybe up a half an inch or so. So for me, like when it starts getting to like 4 inches, 4.5 inches, those maybe ones that I wear on occasion, but not necessarily like on a daily. Because when I'm ripping and running errands and stuff like that, I'm still like dressed to a T. Like,
yes.
So
yeah,
I'm going to the grocery store and I'm still rocking my heels a lot of the time.
Well, that's fabulous. That's really awesome. If you can do that, it's really highly commendable. Because that's how you influence people too, and me too. Well, I don't wear heels, but even if I'm just going to the you're welcome, and even if I'm just going to the store at the gasoline station, I gotta be well put together. And even if I'm wearing casual clothes, I see to it that I'm not, wearing something that's, out of proportion, or something that doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
awesome, JT. That's
Uh-huh.
awesome, and that's great, that you do. That you take that added bit of time, to put yourself together. I think people, like the younger generation
Mm-hmm.
of people, I would say probably those who are maybe 50 down or somewhere in the 40s down. Basically, generation, what is that? Y, X, Y and Z and whatever else is going on, or something like that. Maybe people born pretty much like 70s and later.
Yeah.
I think we're more in general more of a casual,
Yes.
more into a casual daily style.
Yeah.
Of how we dress. So it's so when say you go out or say I go out and certain fashion influencers go out, then it's like people kind of almost don't know what to do. They're kind of like, oh wow, and you get a lot of looks. I know for me, it's a lot of looks, it's a lot of compliments.
Yes.
It's,
Yes.
because I'm dressed to a T even when I'm running my errands.
Yes.
You just don't see too many men or women in those age brackets
Yeah.
that are doing that.
I know what you're
So,
saying. Yeah, but I think that, like, in your case, like, you're very fashion conscious. You and your mom, you ladies are very fashion conscious, and I love that about you ladies. And
thank
also,
you.
should I, maybe this is a wrong thing to say, but I think it's also um, a cultural thing, because, like, let's say, for example, if you go to Paris, if you go to Paris, the people there are very fashion conscious, and even if they're wearing casual clothes, it's still well put together. It's still fashionable. You know, unfortunately, some people don't care, or some people just don't have the time. And I'm sorry to say this, but they look like they just ran out of bed and decided to go to the store that way without even
Oh,
checking
JC,
what they
talk
look
about it.
like in
Talk
the
about
mirror.
it.
Yeah. Without even checking. I cannot. I spend like between an hour and 30 minutes before I get out of that door. But that's just me. That's just me.
No, that's not just you.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
why we
my.
click so well. That's one of the reasons why we click so well.
Yeah, I know. That's why we have good chemistry, because, you know, we got
Great
good
minds think
chemistry.
alike. Great minds think alike. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah, we have, I think, exactly what, I totally agree with what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think American culture, we've gone casual. I think back in the day,
Yeah.
like the earlier 1900s and stuff,
Yes.
I think even the casual, what was considered casual for our society it's different than what it is now. And so they still look more put together, at least from what I can tell when we go
Yes.
pictures and all movies and stuff. Like, they seem more put together even in their casual look. Like, they didn't
Yes,
look like
yes.
they just rolled out of bed and they're walking around in flip-flops. And the exercise, you're thinking like, hey, yo, that's what's up. Like,
I know.
oh my goodness, we might need to spend a whole episode talking about fashion.
Well, this is about
Talking about
our,
fashion.
the subject matter is about influencing people, and what better way to influence people than, the manner that, you dress. And of course, deep down inside you, as I always say on my show Fab Life, your self-confidence should bleed through, what you're wearing, because you should wear the
Yes.
clothes and not the clothes to wear you. But then in your case, you wear the clothes really well because you got that glow, you got that confidence in you. See?
Well, thank you, thank you.
And so is
I
the lady,
appreciate
the lady
compliment.
behind the dragon lady behind the camera, wearing her beautiful
Yes.
Oriental robe. All that's missing
Yes.
are the golden dragons.
Most definitely. So, so one of the ways that we can help him be, yes, I guess you could think as a positive influence is, and how we dress. And I think how we dress does say a lot.
Yes, it does.
About us it says a lot about us without saying one word.
Right,
Um,
and the nice thing about it is that you don't really need to break the bank in order to dress up well. You just need to have that eye for style. And you can even go to some thrift store, or you can even go to Save-Ons or whatever. If you have that eye of style and you know how to combine all the colors together, and you're good to go. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. You don't have. This is. I think I said this on one of the first times you guys brought me on or something. Like when I very first met you guys or something. But it's like you don't have to spend $1 million.
No, you
look
don't.
Like
Yeah.
$1 million.
Right.
That's
Right.
just kind of how I look at it.
Yes. 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 You
There-
don't. Hmm.
Or maybe when we did talk about fashion at one episode. But that's kind of the philosophy I go by. Like some people feel like you said, you have to break the bank, but you really don't have to break the bank. It's about knowing where to find good, nice, quality clothes for
Right.
at a great price.
Yes.
And catching those sales. That's kind of really where it is.
Yes.
And I understand there is a small percentage of Americans that are just rolling in the dough, and
Yeah.
they're totally cool with spending thousands of dollars on a pair of shoes or purses
Oh
or whatever.
yes.
Or
I've had
jacket, whatever.
yeah. I've had the privilege of
understand.
meeting them. Yeah, it's amazing.
And well, hey, I mean, if you got it like that, and if that's just how you want to blow it, I guess that is what it is. I'm not gonna knock you. But I feel like, I mean, I could say, JC, how much would you say like a low end Gucci bag? How much do you think that would cost?
Wow, I think your statement is an oxymoron right there. Because there is
I know, right?
there is no low
Or some
end.
cheaper Louis Vuitton
No,
heels,
there is no low end Gucci bag or no low end Louis Vuitton. I mean, the only time that it's going to be low end if that thing isn't the real thing. Like
Okay, well, then name a price. Name a price for a Gucci bag. Just you name a price.
wow, like a good sized purse.
Okay, yeah.
Probably my conservative estimate is around 2,500.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's say 2,500. We can even round up to 3,000.
Okay.
So if someone, if a guy wanted to spend say $3,000 on that purse for his lady or his mom,
Uh-huh.
whoever, or the lady herself just wanted that purse and they wanted to spend $3,000 on it. Of course, they're free to do that.
Yeah.
But in my mind, the way I see it, like I could take that 3,000 and I could do so much more
Uh-huh.
with that $3,000
Yeah.
than just buying one object with it.
I
what
know, but
So
but I think that this thing about is like if you're in the 1%, you make like $1 million a month. I'm that
yes,
you could if you're
you're
making
totally-
that type of money, then buying that Gucci bag is nothing for you. But then if a person is, in the middle range, then I would suggest, there are other brands that are not that expensive, like Coach is a good brand, and I mean, you still have to break the bank a little bit, but it's not that ridiculously expensive, and you can like a Michael Kors or a Marc Jacobs,
Right, right.
and of course there's what else is there?
Well, for my purses, for instance, my favorite brand, I love Guess and I love Michael Kors
Yes.
and Coach. Those are my favorite
Yes.
three
Yeah.
purses.
Yeah, those
Like,
are beautiful brands.
purses.
Yeah. Yeah, those
Yeah,
are very
so
beautiful, high quality brands that you don't need to break the bank. And of
right.
course, but I noticed because American designers are not really known for like super high end, not unlike their European counterparts. Like we talked about Gucci, Versace, Dolce. I mean, those are really they're catering to the the wives of the mafia. I'm just kidding. Yeah,
I know,
the
right?
drug
You
cartel
know,
money. I'm just yeah, I'm just kidding. So, but yeah, I
no,
mean,
I get it. Yeah, that top 1%. You know, I think, I'm not up there, but if I let's pretend at some point in the future, if I ever was up there, okay, I still think that I would still be conscious of those things. So for
right.
me, I think I still would like try to get the most bang for my buck. I don't think I would turn into like a Gucci Louis Vuitton. I mean, if I wanted to buy something like that, could I? Oh, yeah, I could. I could have been had one if I wanted one. But it's like, I think it's just good to try to be smart with your money. And like, for me, since like, fashion is so big for me, that's my thing. Then it's like, I spend a lot on my fashion, like, because that's my thing. That's what I do. So,
Well, let me
but
tell you.
I try to be as smart as I can about it.
Right, right. Well, I want to tell you something that's kind of a good news. How about this? You become
Okay.
you become this great influencer with like a billion followers, and then you'll become that influencer that big designers will just sending stuff to you for free. How about that? As in, they're gonna be sending merchandise that costs between $5,000 to $10,000 in the store, but they just send it to you free, gratis, and you'll be like, "Oh, I'm Madonna now." That's
That would be nice. That would be
yeah.
really cool.
Hmm.
Like that would be so cool if at some point, some of my favorite brands want to be like, hey, we see you've been plugging our stuff for a while, and
Yes.
and now
Yeah.
you've got a larger following. Maybe let's see about trying to team up and stuff, whatever. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know how many followers you need before they start doing that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
but I definitely would be open to it. Right now, I have different online boutiques and stuff who've reached out to me on my IG account, ThatsstylebyTai, for my friends who may not know. And, they reach out to me, they want to be like, be a brand ambassador for them. I get those and stuff. And so I'm, thinking about at some point kind of going and maybe doing some of that on my IG page. Maybe. We'll
Absolutely.
see.
Yeah,
We'll
becoming a
see.
brand ambassador, that's really amazing. Because
Yeah,
that
we'll
yeah.
see.
Yeah, that means
With the brand ambassadoring, or is that a word? I don't know if brand ambassadoring is a word. But, with that, it's kind of like what I've come to understand with some of the companies that have reached out to me, and when we're messaging and when we're messaging back and forth, it's kind of like some of them, they say, hey, you can do, like, hey, you can shop on our site, we'll give you X amount of percentage off, and we'll give you a coupon code for that way all of your followers who purchase and use your coupon code, then they'll give you like a certain commission or percentage of the sale for all your followers who use their code. Your code.
Yeah, yeah.
Your personal code.
Yeah.
And then there's other companies that'll do, they're willing to send you the merchandise for free, except for, you might have to pay for shipping and handling.
Yes.
But they'll send it to you for free, and then you can, they'll give you a code, and then you can model it on your IG account, and, the rest is the same. For me, when it comes to those equations, I think that when they want to just ship you the stuff, when you don't have to, I wouldn't have to pay for it. I think I like that better because it's like, well, if you're asking me to promote your stuff on my page, why should I have to pay for it?
Yeah, so, there you go.
I mean, so I'm like, I'm not, there's two different kinds of, companies out there when it comes to when they're looking for, brand ambassadors for their using Instagram for that. So I'm just kind of like, why should I have to pay you? You reached out to me. Like, I didn't even reach out to you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. The cool news on my IG page is that like I'm on the cusp. I'm almost, I'm past 900 followers. So I'm almost about to celebrate like a really huge milestone, at least in my book, to reach my first 1,000 followers. So.
Wow, that's awesome, and I hope that it's gonna grow and increase some more. That's really amazing. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm almost. I just crossed into the 900, and it's been an amazing journey. I'm learning and still new to all this and stuff and everything, but it's pretty cool. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some people who, may not think reaching 1,000 is a big deal, but I mean, but Maria and I were, when we had a chat and we're talking about, I think for people who are, people who are already in the celebrity circles, whether you are the celebrity or you're dating a celebrity / married, or you're the child of a celebrity. Those three groups right there, they automatically start off with hundreds of thousands or millions of followers.
Yes.
So they just start off with a whole bunch of followers because of who they are.
Yes.
I mean, like, they're in that circle. But for people who are not in that circle, you're starting at like literally like ground zero, and you're trying to, you're taking those little steps. You're taking those steps to try to get there. You're putting in that work and that effort. The people who are handed those followers, they didn't have to do anything but be born or be married to one. Work really hard to become whatever celebrity they are.
Yes.
I'm not knocking those folks. I'm just saying, like, some people actually have to work when they, they just had to start from ground zero and really build that. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So,
oh my goodness. Yeah. Fascinating talk. I love it.
But so with our topic today, about how can we be like a positive influence or a positive influence? I think that with social media, we do. Most of us are on it, or at least on one platform, and for some, multiple. How can we be a positive influence in this world right now? What are we using our influence positively or negatively? What are we doing in our sphere of influence? To help make the world a better place, or not?
Right.
So, what do you think, Jason?
Well, first of all, the dragon lady behind the camera is giving us the peace sign. So that means
it's time for commercial break.
Yes.
Okay.
And we will be right back. Promise.
Yes, stay tuned.
Don't go away.
A fairy in every way.
Hi, my name is Tai, and I am a fashionista.
Hi, my name's Dolly Wright, and I'm a singer, but I waitress for a living.
Hi, I'm Alicia, aka Catalina.
Are you ready to hear about the most amazing competition coming your way? It's the Gifts of Talent virtual competition where you can dance, sing, act, do comedy, all in the comfort of your own home. And a portion of the proceeds goes to feeding the youth. You have a chance to win some amazing prizes. Have fun!
To enter, go to whalerscreation.us, or, for more details, go to socialmediashows.com and hishopnation.com. Or follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to get updates, and to vote for your favorite talent.
Here we go. Let's get this thing going. You're looking for that breakthrough, right? Well, let me help you understand something. The breakthrough doesn't begin when your situation changes, okay? The breakthrough begins when the determination for yourself changes. This is all about determination. You got to be so determined to change yourself that when the situation actually has changed, you'll be right there on it. You got to be determined, baby. Let's go.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yes, you can. Come on, do it for Black Rob. Where we at? Where we at? Come on, Dad, you good? Come on.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get determined to change, baby. That's all we got. Let's go.
Let's go!
Social Media Shows Network were initiated in 2017. Since then, our founder Maria Pureza never stopped developing a system on social media, in building a network of passionate people that loves to entertain, coach, help others, and deliver informative information to the public, informally, in a low-cost production. She built a platform that surpassed Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and other social media live streaming, but exceeded the function of a podcast. Her main goal is to be able to broadcast on social media like a traditional TV setup involving a group of broadcasters, YouTubers, podcasters, and social media live streamers. Maria is building the confidence of non-actors and non-famous people that joins her to network. We are here to promote and support one another, to help our community grow collectively without inhibitions but with confidence and high self-esteem. We love to be in this family together. Our door is open to help you build your brand, opening opportunities for others, and outreach to our community. We welcome you to the family of social media shows.
A fairy tale.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to today's episode of Honeybees here on Social Media Shows. We are so thankful that you decided to come and spend your time with us this evening. I am your hostess, Ty, and I'm joined by the wonderful JC.
Here I am with the fabulous Ty.
Yes. We're thankful you decided to stick with us today. We hope that you were there with us for our first segment of the show. And if not, please stay tuned for this one because we have a wonderful second segment planned as well. And so to start us off with that second segment, JC, I think you have a few shout outs to give, yes?
Yes, I do. I shout out to my brother who lives in Australia. Hello, my baby
Oh,
brother. How are you
oh,
doing?
yay.
And Ruben from Long Beach, California. Hello. How are you, my buddy? And my good friend Chichi from the Philippines. How are you? And who else is there? Oh yes, the international designer Jay Layson is watching. Oh my goodness, thank you. We're so honored that you're
Hi.
watching our show today, and the topic is about influencing people. And yes, may I suggest, Jay, that you send. We'll send you the measurements of Ty so you can create a fabulous evening gown for her. I
Oh,
was telling Ty about
yes, if you
how
could put it in
fabulous your
text, that
evening
would be
gown.
fun.
Yeah. Yeah, this
That would
guy
be
is amazing.
fun.
Yeah. Truly
Yeah,
amazing.
thank you for tuning in. That's so awesome that
Yeah.
all your lovely friends and your family and a wonderful fashion influencer is
Yes.
watching.
Yes, exactly. See, this is the right show for that. This is the right show.
It
You
is.
you got your
It is.
two
We were just talking about it, and I didn't even know that a designer was watching.
Yes, yes.
Out.
Yep, I met him when I went to Manhattan Fashion Week, and I actually covered his show as well. So
Awesome.
he had a great show, and I love the fact that his whole theme was the elegant African queen, and I loved beautiful black sequined dresses, and of course all the attitude of the models, they really shined, as most especially the African queen at the end of his fashion show. She took her time walking, and she wasn't rushed. She wasn't going to be rushed, and she raised her bouquet like really slowly, like saying, "I'm the diva," and I'm like, "Yes, yes." This is why I came to New York, I said, to see this. I loved it. I loved it. I just loved it. It wasn't just
That's
fashion.
amazing.
Yeah, it
That
is.
sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, and I've also seen a video of his show in Paris and in Norway. So I said, "Oh my goodness!" I mean, Jay, I'm so honored and truly humbled for knowing you, and you should meet him, Ty. He's really a humble guy. I mean, he's fabulous, but really humble at the same time. You're gonna love him.
And
Yes.
that's a beautiful way to be. I think.
Yes.
Because sometimes when we make it a little clout under our name or whatever,
Yes.
or, we start getting some recognition, whether it be a little or not. Sometimes it can kind of maybe turn whatever we used to be. We might morph into somebody else. And our
Yes,
attitude
yes.
that humility can be gone. And if it was there in the first place, and then
Yes.
sometimes we can treat others in a certain way because of we may think we might be better, or
Right.
we're all high up on our pedestal, everyone else is down there,
Yeah.
kind of thing. But when I hear of people who have accomplished so much of success, and they can still keep that humility,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
can still be approachable, down to earth.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That speaks a lot to the character of that person, and I think it's a beautiful thing, because it can be so easy to take power or influence or success to our heads, and we can start acting a certain way, treating people a certain way.
I know,
And
it's so bad. It's so bad. And
it's like no, I would argue we shouldn't do that. If we ever get into those kind of places where people they
Yes.
recognize your name or your face or whatever, and then whether you're a local celebrity, a national, international, or successful person in whatever it is that you do. You know,
Right.
we should remember to keep a spirit of humility.
Yeah, I
Because
know. Yeah.
you know, as we may have it right then, it could be taken just like that.
Yes. Yes.
You know, or people could say, you know, he might be very handsome or she might be very beautiful, but inside they're so ugly. The way
I know,
that
yeah.
they treat others is so ugly.
Yeah, and I've had the privilege of meeting. Well, thank God, you know, big celebrities like Celine Dion and Tyra Banks, Mandy Moore, and I've mentioned these people because I've interacted with them firsthand, and there's humility in them, and surprisingly, Tyra has that humility in her, and the way she was interacting with me, she didn't feel me like I was less than. You know, she spoke to me like I was her equal, and I love that. And I really love, she
That's
made me feel very
wonderful.
comfortable. Yeah.
That's wonderful. That is
Yes.
wonderful. And you know, she left a positive mark in your book. You know, she left a positive experience
Yes.
in your book, and that's really kind of what it's about. That's what
Right.
it's about. You know, what I wanted to think about today and reflect on as we talk is,
Yes.
excuse me, how to be positive
Yes.
to others. Excuse me.
Uh-huh. And that is how you influence people, you know, with that positive energy, with you, with that humility. I mean, you could be a person just brimming with a lot of self-confidence, but still be humble at the same time. And that is how we influence people, with that humility deep down inside. Because you know what it's like to be on the other side of the fence. You know, when
Right.
you can empathize and sympathize with other people, then people are going to like you more. You know, and it's ironic for saying this because you and I, you know, come from the fashion world, and it's perceived as a very narcissistic industry. You know, the makeup, the accessories, the clothes, the bags, the shoes, the parties, the cliques, the people, and it's perceived as a very narcissistic world. But we're actually, you and I are here to break that mold, break out of that stereotype, and tell them that yes, you know, we're in this industry, but we can be approachable and personable and loving, and you know, in a very
That is so
authentic
true.
way. You know, because it's all about being authentic. Yeah.
You're, yes, authentic.
Yeah.
Yes, because
Yes.
let me tell you and our lovely viewers about what happened to me the other day.
Uh-huh.
So I try to go out. I try to limit now how often I go out and run errands because, you know, of the germs and stuff. So I'm not trying to catch it. I'm not trying to bring those germs home. So I try to like get everything done, like stay like one little outing. You know, like I'm trying to just condense. I'm not trying to like. I used to not care how often I would go run errands, but now I just find myself trying to.
Yeah.
Where do I absolutely have to go? And then I try to do it all, you know. But anyways, and so you know, we're talking about, you know, being a positive. You know, how can we be a positive influence, a positive influencer? And
Yes.
so, pardon, I was at the store.
Uh-huh.
I was getting groceries,
Okay.
and I think I shared it on my IG, like I think Saturday evening. But I was out at the store on Friday, and you know, just a regular trip to the store. You know, nothing special really happened at the store, you would think. But Friday was a totally different day. Not your typical grocery shopping trip. Now, I was thankful that I I got my nails done. I got to see my hair, my hair stylist and all that fun stuff. So that was great. So I was nice, because the city just started opening up this week. So anyways, but I'm just going down the aisle. I'm trying to find a particular item.
Yeah.
And I'm like going, and then I know I'm in the area, and it's got to be down one of these, series of aisles. So I'm like, okay, I know it's one of these places, but I just had to start trying to figure out where. And so I turn down the aisle. I have my cart, pushing my cart, and I think at that moment there was only like one other person in that aisle.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just kind of, this person was over there, and I'm on the other side, and I'm trying to look around on that end to find the item. Right. So I'm looking, and then I'm looking over where the area where the woman was, and because I'm trying to find the item, so I'm just looking, and I got a glimpse of her face, or at least the part you could see with the mask.
Oh.
And then I kept looking, and then but something kind of just registered in my head after that first initial glance, and I was like, so then I kind of glanced again, and I was like, talking about, this part of the face and the hair, the body, but you can't see the whole face, it's a
Yeah, yeah.
But something seems familiar. And I'll start thinking. I was like, wait a minute. Is that who I think that is? And,
Yes.
So I was like, okay, Ty, if you ask this person, are you either going to, embarrass yourself really badly because that
Right.
person is not the person, and so you're just going to look silly.
Yes.
Or two, if you're right, this could be like the coolest thing.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
So what did you do?
I was like, okay. I said, excuse me. I was like, are you? And it was just like, I was trying to I was like, are you? I said, are you Colt's mom?
Yes.
And she said yes. And
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. I was like, oh my God. He was like, he said, how did you recognize me? Was it my voice? And then I was like, no. Because I didn't hear her say anything, so I couldn't, recognize her voice. But I said it was, from what I could see in her face and everything else,
Yes.
I was just like, I think that's her. And for those of you who may not know, those of us who may not know who Colt is, 2 weeks ago when we were doing our episode where we were talking about our favorite shows and shows we're watching during quarantine.
Yes.
The 90 Day Fiance is like my all-time favorite show. Like, for real. Like, I'm all things 90 Day Fiance.
Yes.
I love 90 Day Fiance. And and I was watching that show this 2 weeks ago on our episode that I was on. And so Cole lives in Las Vegas.
Oh,
and
wow.
And he married a lady from South America. So the story, the show followed him from they were engaged to her coming here to then getting married within those 90 days, and then their short-lived marriage, and then what happened, for a little bit right after the marriage.
Yes.
So, but Colt, the way that his mom has become a reality star as well is because Colt lived with his mom, Miss Debbie. They call her Debbie on the show, but out of respect, she's an older lady. I said Miss Debbie because I want to be respectful.
Right.
So right. I'm going to call her Miss Debbie from now on because now I met the woman. Awesome. So the audience, those of us who are 90 Day Fiancé fans, we know Cole and Marissa, and we also know his mom, Miss Debbie, because they all live together at their home in Las Vegas.
Oh, wow.
And so I thought it was best, to come here to to come here, I was like, wouldn't that be something if ran into like, you know, Colt or, you know, or mom, you know, or daddy or somebody, you know, like you know, but I never like I just was like, oh, wouldn't that be cute? That'd be so cool. But I didn't think that it would like actually like happen. Like, what are the odds? Well, this is a big city.
That's amazing.
But,
yeah.
But I was just looking at a show on this show. You know what I mean? And it's like, wow, it was so cool.
I know exactly how you feel. Oh my goodness, you know, when I used to meet those celebrities and able to interact with them and talk to them, I felt like I was in La La Land. And of course, I prevented myself from freaking out. I really prevented. But deep down inside me, I was ecstatic. I was delirious.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You know, it's like, you're just like, oh my goodness, like, is this really happening right now?
I know,
and,
yeah. Yes.
Like, is this a dream? Like, am I for real? Like, this is really happening, you know? And so Miss Debbie, I must say, and I made this with my post, Style by Tai, everyone, that's Style by Tai. But she is the sweetest lady. I'm nice. I put in my post, I felt like, you know,
yes.
I asked her if it would be okay if we take a picture, and she was okay with that. And, you know, and I was like, you know, I was trying to, I was like, oh my gosh, you know, we snapped the picture and we were talking and dialoguing. We just had like a wonderful little chat. And then, you know, we said bye, and then I kept bumping into her, you know, in the next aisle, and she's like, we have to stop meeting like this.
Yes.
I was like, I know. And then a little bit later,
yes.
I mean, she was so nice for me. I felt like she went out of her way. She didn't have to talk with me.
Right.
She didn't have to take the picture. I mean, she didn't have to do anything. You know,
Right.
she could have just been like, excuse me, I have to go. You know, she could have just minded her
Yes.
business. She could have acted like I didn't even know who she, you know what I mean? Like, she could have done those things.
Exactly.
But the
yeah.
fact that she took that little bit of time, it just meant so much. And so I was like thinking about it while I was getting my stuff up. Is there something I can do to show my, you know, my gratitude or something, you know? And I ran to her a little later. I was like, well, I was like, why is she still here? And I was like, I don't know. But came across Miss Debbie, and I said hi, and she was like, oh, hi, and, you know, like, anything I did. Do you need any help with anything, you know? Like, I know everything is in the store, and stuff. And, you know, we chatted there for another few minutes, and
that's nice.
She totally, she was touched. She was touched by my even, you know, asking.
Yes.
And she said I was so nice and I was so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, you know, you've got to be like the sweetest person. Like, you got to be like the sweetest, one of the sweetest people she's ever met. And I was like, that is so nice for her. That was so sweet of her to say, you know. And she's like, and she was like, oh, well, you know, I wonder, she's like, I wonder, you know, if there's basically a way that she could say thank you to me for my kindness. And I was in here trying to think, how could I thank her for her kindness? So it was like this love, kindness fest going on, you know, like that. And she was like, are you on Instagram? And I said, yes, I am on Instagram. I said, I knew on Instagram. And so
oh my goodness.
We were able to look each other.
Hi, that's awesome. That's
I
really
followed
awesome.
her, and so I was not expecting for her to follow me, but she followed me back. And so now we follow each other.
Yes.
On Instagram.
And yeah.
And on top of that, which, you know, is huge, she's getting towards almost followers. She's got like 40 something followers right now.
Yes.
But she asked if we could snap a pic on her phone. I was like, okay, sure. And do you know, later on that day, she made a beautiful post on her page about me, and she put our picture on the post, and she directed her fans. Well, she encouraged her fans. She didn't direct them. She encouraged her fans to check out my page, and she put my name on her page on the post with our picture.
Oh my goodness, that's beyond amazing. And but you know what? Let me tell you that I'm not surprised that these things, happen to you, because I remember the first time that I saw you that night in that beautiful silver gown. I said, this woman is shining. And that is what caught my attention that night, that I told Maria, I said, we gotta make her the best dressed of the evening. And I know that it's not only because, it not only because of what you're wearing, but because of the aura. And that to me, yes, and that to me personally is being a great influencer. It just comes out of you naturally. And that's how we influence other people, just, through that authenticity. And it just flows out of us. Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. Thank you so much for sharing on this. Thank you. Thank you.
She just won the Oscar, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just kidding.
You're trying to make me cry on TV. It's starting to get that little frog in my throat.
Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. No. Get that frog out of the throat and turn that frog into a prince.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That was so sweet of you to say. And, I do think it really is about, being our authentic self.
Yes.
And I think that, I had asked her if she'd recognized often. Did it happen often? And she said yes. And
yes.
I think for her, or, someone who's, a celebrity of some sort, they need people probably have, like, a good sense of maybe figuring out who they feel is, like, being, like, authentically, nice and sweet, and who's being the fake nice and sweet, just because of who that person is.
Yes.
I think they might be able to kind of, maybe determine the people that they come across, is there that genuineness there? Or is it a show?
Yes.
Is it a show? Is it a front?
Right.
And I think we connected because I sensed those sweet positive vibes from her.
Yes.
And I think she also felt those positive vibes from me, as sweet vibes from me as well. And so I think that's how we connected. And that's how we both touched each other's, spirits that day. And, for her to, put our picture on her page, she's one of the stars of the 90s Beyonce franchise. And, oh, by the way, her Instagram handle is Mother Debbie J, okay, at Mother Debbie J. It's for her to put her picture on there, and she said such kind words. She said, today, I met the most sweet young person I have met in a long time. I was just like, oh my, it's too late. She said she's so much fun, and she's so, and I think she's into fashion or something. Like, she encourages her friends to check out my page, and ever since she posted our post on her page Friday early evening time, the new followers have been trickling in ever since. She has helped bring me that much closer to reaching 1,000, my first 1,000 followers. I mean, I don't know if I'll get any more thousands, but my first thousand of who knows however many may happen, but
Yes.
you know, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like that was so sweet. She said when I told her that I was new on Instagram and everything, she hopes that I get many followers. She wants to see me touch the world, basically.
That's really awesome. See, and I knew the reason why I got you on board, Gizi and his frenemies, because I saw that, you know, that star power in you, and that's truly amazing. Yeah. I know that we're doing something silly, but you know, I mean, you being on the show gives the show a certain cachet. So we gotta you know promote that show, you know, because you're in it.
Yes, and thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Yeah.
For you and Maria giving me the opportunity to have shine on
Yeah.
you and
Well, my pleasure,
it's been
and
a lot of fun.
yeah, and I'm sure she's saying my pleasure as well. Oh my gosh. See,
Yes.
this is mhm.
Yes, you know, and so bringing back that positivity,
Yeah.
that's really where it's at, and that's really what it's about.
Yes.
Miss Debbie and her son,
Yes.
they had an episode about 3 weeks ago or so, 4
Yes.
weeks ago. They're doing like these quarantine episodes of 90 Day Fiancé.
Yes.
That, you know, they can't have production crews, so they're giving everyone their own cameras, and they're actually
Yes.
filming themselves to start. So on Colt and Miss Debbie's quarantine episode, which is on the first episode of quarantine series, Miss Debbie said that, you know, she's talking about positivity, you know,
Yes.
and how important it is. She said that in her episode that just aired a few weeks ago.
Wow.
About being positive, looking at things positively, you know, because of everything that's going on right now.
Yes.
She said, like, it's hard, you know, it can be really easy to get sad and depressed about things, but, you know, she prefers to look at the positive, you know, look and focus on the positive.
Mhm.
And I think, you know, I didn't know that a week later I would meet this woman, but I love her attitude that she communicated, you know, on the episode. And it goes back to this whole being a positive influence. How are we influencing people? You know, through our sphere of influence. Almost everyone is on social media. JC, when you are scrolling through your social media, whether it's Instagram or Facebook, do you see more positive from the people in their posts, or do you see more negative, or do you see about a split? Like, what do you see when you're scrolling through yours?
I see a split. Some are positive, some are very negative, you know, in their post on social media, and some, you know, some just don't care, you know, they they post whatever it is that they want to post, you know, and it's really a challenge posting something positive, you know, these days, like as we said in the beginning of the show, because of all these terrible things that are happening in the world right now. But I think that, you know, you and I as social media influencers, we really have to make an effort, you know, to shine that love in our shows, so when people will see that, they'll take away something good, you know, and they'll feel like, influence them in such a way that they'll feel better about themselves. How about that? Yeah, that's really amazing. And I noticed that about myself too, like when I watch a motivational speaker or this pastor or celebrity, I usually walk away on a positive high note. And I want to be that way to influence people as well, and most especially, in my case, that I am, a devout follower of Christ, a Jesus freak, and I realized that it's not about being religious, or it's not about a religious institution, but knowing that that great glorious divine light is dwelling in you. So how do I make that shine? How do I make that shine without cramming my beliefs down people's throat? And that's by, in my case, showing that I care, that I love, and once again, that love comes from a very authentic place, and that's how I can influence people. Yes.
Right. Right, most definitely. I think I see a split as well. Going through my social media, I think I see a split as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like when I see the negative,
yes,
or when people are making light of someone else's plight or whatever, like I try to stay away from that stuff.
Right.
Because I don't want to be contributing. I don't want to spread or share or whatever the negative.
Right.
I don't want to partake in those kinds of things. So when I come across crazy stuff, I just feel like, I just keep on scrolling. I'm not going to like it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put a like. I'm not going to comment. I'm usually not. I don't use my social media to start mess either. So like, I think sometimes people use their social media, because, or in part because they want to start, arguments and debates on stuff. I don't have time for arguments and debates. I'm not going to stay here and debate about, I'm not going to go back and forth on social media over this controversial topic, that controversial topic, or whatever and stuff. Like, I'm not going to do that. I have other things to do with my time. I realize that, there's certain topics that, people can get very negative and nasty about.
Yes.
Politics.
Politics,
religion, things like, stuff like that, racism, does it exist? Is it gone? Like, whatever, and it's like, no, and then some people really want to, exploit the plight of others, and, and just stuff like that. It's like, I don't have time for that. So for me, I try to keep it positive. I try to keep it positive. My posts and things, like, I feel like the world has enough negative as it is.
Yes. Yeah.
There's already enough negative to go around.
Right.
To contribute to it.
Yes.
I like positive things. I want to try to help influence people in a positive way. I wanted to dissuade them in positive ways, not to try to turn them to the dark side and try to, like, no darkness. I like the light. I like the sun. I love the light.
Yes.
Yeah. It's, we all influence people, whether, whether it's those in our immediate circles, or if we do have, people on our social media account, and, what are we doing about it? What are we doing with it? Are we doing anything with it? So I'm hoping that we, by us discussing it today, that we're thinking about, what kind of influence are we in this world?
Yes.
In your intimate circle, in your and in your extended circles going out. What are we doing? Are we making the world a better place or not?
Exactly.
I hope we're making the world a better place.
Yes.
Personally.
Yeah.
I try to be I think I'm a more naturally positive person in general.
Yes.
And I'm just like, hey, let's just let's enjoy this sun. clouds do come, the storms do come in life, but, you know, the sun is still shining. The sun still shines.
Yes.
Even through those storms, even through that dark time,
yes.
those dark times, you know. So the sun never fades. The sun never goes. So I try to look at things that way and say, you know, we're going through a lot right now in our world with this virus and everything that's going on. That's on top of just what regular life throws at you. You know, we all have stuff, right? We all have stuff are going through, and this has been laid on everybody.
Yeah.
Like, this is an equalizer. It doesn't matter how rich or poor you are.
Yes, it is an equalizer. Yeah.
What country you're in.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. So it's really a time to, I think, to kind of assess, you know, reassess what are our most important things in our life, and then spend time doing those and reflecting on those.
Yeah.
And we all kind of had to take a break, or most of us, you know, in some way, shape, or form from what we were doing and so busy and occupied with before all of this. And and it's like, yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing with this time? Are we just sitting around on our social media spewing hatred?
That's, you know, that's a good one. Like in my case, like I think the way I influence people is that I came from a broken past. I had a broken and shattered past, and rather than playing the victim, you know, and spew a lot of hatred and bitterness in me, I went through a lot of inner healing programs, and by the grace of God, I overcame a lot.
Amen.
And because I overcame a lot, his light started to shine in me, and when that light started to shine, people began to notice that different side of me. People began to notice a new me. You know, more confident, more bold, more powerful than the JC of before. Yeah, and that's probably why I'm here. You know, but before I could be here, you know, on social media, I had to fix myself first deep down inside, you know, because if I didn't have developed that love for myself, then, you know, if I was walking around with a, you know, deep-seated hatred for myself because of my broken past, then people will begin to notice that as well. But then when I started loving myself, I started loving the new me, that people around me, you know, wanted to be influenced by that, and they want to know more. You know, like, what happened to you? How did you get to that level, that emotional level? You know, because it's not always our, you know, high status in life and about having money and all that. It sometimes it starts with your psychological and emotional well-being before you can even get to that, you know, that material state, that lofty level.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That is so true. And I think when we are, you know, as you mentioned, authentic, when we are our authentic selves, and we're out, you know, and we're interacting with others, you know, that light that you referenced, it really does shine. It really does come out, and it does come through.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, if there's darkness there, that also comes through too.
Yes.
And,
yes.
And when we all may know people who can be very negative or when we're out and about and, our paths cross with certain people, you can just tell that their aura is very negative. There's darkness there. I just want to be like, okay, I pray for you, and like I don't want to hang out, with the negative, because I feel like there's enough drama in the world. There's enough negative in the world.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I don't want to hang out with that negative energy. Yeah.
Don't have time, don't have time for it. And, one of our previous episodes, we discussed first world problems. So a lot of what, we are complaining about in these last few months, first world problems. It's not, there's people in the world who struggle to have, have a place to live, to have running water, to have electricity, to have food to eat. There's people who are just trying to survive, and I mean not just in America standards trying to survive. I'm talking about in like third world countries just trying to survive.
Yes.
I think there's a difference between third world trying to survive and here in America. At least here, there are places that try to help those who need, who are in need. Can we do better in general? Yes, but I mean, at least there's some kind of options. But it's like, people who in the third world countries who are trying to survive, I think it may look a little different. It may look a little different than here.
Absolutely.
Where we have access, to health, to health care and things like that. And, over there, they're just trying to find the next meal sometimes.
Yeah, and it's and over there, like it's very, God forbid that you get sick, because once you're hospitalized, I mean, they wouldn't even admit you if you don't have the finances to pay for the hospital bill. It's not like here in America where you can just go in and you can pay us later. Over there it's like totally different.
Right. That's what I've heard. I think I've heard here that, if someone is, say, homeless, but they need medical care, I've heard that they can't be denied medical care if they need it, just because of their inability to pay. That's what I've heard. So even if that is correct and true, that's at least better than the option of what you just shared. So I understand there's a lot of people going through a lot right now, because so many people have lost their jobs, and it's been a struggle for people who are doing okay before this virus. And my heart breaks for them. I'm saddened that it's become so hard for so many families. But I still think we live in the best country on earth. I do.
Absolutely. It is still considered the greatest country in the world. Yeah, and here at least there's ways to try to get some sort of help in some way, shape, or form, whether it's community organizations or churches and things to try to help. I mean, I've seen them on the news. There's so many people trying to help those who do need that help right now. And it's wonderful. It's a beautiful thing to see when people can come together, no matter what your political party is or what you look like, and pitching in to help. And that's, doing something good for those of our brothers and sisters who are in need. And for those of us who haven't been as impacted financially because of the virus, or if we haven't lost a loved one or been hospitalized ourselves, those kind of things. There's a group of us who haven't been impacted, to knowing someone that personally that has gone through it, or we've gone through it, or we haven't lost our jobs. And some of us, life is, it's been different, but certain things have been the same. For those of us, what the stuff we're complaining about is
it's not as important, I don't think, because there's people who lost loved ones, or there's people who are really struggling. Those of us who are, you know, in the middle, first world problems. Is it, you know, did I miss going to the salon? Yes, I miss going to the salon and getting my hair done. But, you know, that's a first world problem.
Right, right.
You know, I like to go shop, and I like to go into the stores and shop. But you know, I've had to do stuff online now because the stores are being closed. But returning online purchases is so much more hassle. But
yes,
you know,
I'm sure. I'm pretty sure.
You know, it's about, you know, like Miss Debbie was saying, you know, about trying to focus on the positives. And these little things that we're complaining about, those of us who are, you know, I'm going to say like the middle group, like in the middle of what's going on, you know, for us, what's the best, you know, what's the most positive thing we can do? Well, I've heard a lot of people are spending time with their loved ones. You know, they're spending more time with their family, more time with, you know, reaching out to their loved ones and stuff. That's beautiful. I think that's wonderful.
It is.
That's a wonderful thing, because people have always are complaining they're so busy. Well, you know, kind of like.
And now we have more time for each other.
Yes, it's kind of like God gave us some sort of a break or something in the midst of all of it. Kind of a pause.
He pressed the reset button. Okay, I think now it's time to pause for a commercial break.
Okay, all right, we got the cue for a commercial break. All right. Well, we hope that you are enjoying the conversation, and don't be afraid. If you would love to make a comment or ask a question, you too could be a part of our conversation. We'd love to hear from you. If you have anything you'd like to add, please, you know, comment and let us know what you think. How can we help be a positive influencer in our world today? Please stay tuned. We will be right back for our wrap-up and final segment of today's edition of Don't Go Anywhere. Thank you.
Great.
A fairy tale, they say, real in every way.
Hi, my name is Tai, and I am a fashionista.
Hi, my name's Dolly Wright, and I'm a singer, but I waitress for a living.
Hi, I'm Alicia, aka Catalina Winehouse with Ichigo.
Hi everybody, my name's David Thomas. What I am is a QMHA. I work with people with mental health issues, and I also do a Tina Turner show with the Big Elvis Show at the Piano Bar.
Are you ready to hear about the most amazing competition coming your way? It's the Gifts of Talent virtual competition where you can dance, sing, act, do comedy, all in the comfort of your own home. And a portion of the proceeds goes to feeding the youth. You have a chance to win some amazing prizes. Have fun!
To enter, go to whalerscreation.us, or, for more details, go to socialmediashows.com and hishopnation.com. Or follow us on Twitter. Your favorite talent.
Here we go. Let's get this thing going. You're looking for that breakthrough, right? But let me help you understand something. The breakthrough doesn't begin when your situation changes, okay? The breakthrough begins when the determination for yourself changes. This is all about determination. You got to be determined, baby. Let's go.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yes, you can. Come on, do it for Black Rob. Where we at? Where we at?
Come on, Dad, you good? Come on.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get determined to change, baby. That's all we got. Let's go.
Let's go!
As we continue to grow and build a brand, social media shows continue to develop and discover new possibilities to help one another. Our affordable services will help us move to the next level of our journey. Host your own show to inspire or entertain others for as low as $150 per month.
We have 20 shows a week, live stream.
We are looking for sponsors. We showcase your business products and services on our network to be seen by your target market for as low as $200 a month.
That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows that will reach over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations.
Let us promote and advertise your event, giving your venue the red carpet treatment. This platform allows venues that feature entertainment, singers, bands, DJs, comedy, fashion, corporate events, and family events to be showcased in a new direction that also involves your audiences. Starts at $200 an hour. We also provides video editing, website builder, commercial video for your business, music videos, photography, provided by our affiliates. As we build our community, we pay it forward. Our nonprofit organization GI Connections is all about giving back to our community. Join us. Let us bring the world to you.
A fairy tale they say.
Welcome back to today's edition of Honeybees, where we're talking today. And my name is Ty, and I am joined by the awesome JC.
JC in the house.
Hey, JC. Hey, JC.
Yes.
Hey, JC, do you know if we have any new friends to give a shout out to before we do our wrap up?
Yes, I want to say hello to another big influencer, Angel Misako. Hi, Angel Misako. And she's also this wonderful Japanese lady and a very successful realtor here in Vegas. Well, thank you for watching our show, and I follow you all the time on Facebook. So she's watching us right now. She says that she loves our setting.
She loves what?
She loves our setting. She loves our set on the show. She loves the way
thank you.
Yes.
Aw, that was kind of her to say. Very kind of her to say.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, and thank you to all of our other viewers that we may not know or see who you are. But thank you for tuning in with us. We are so excited that you decided to hang out with us today, aren't we, JC?
Yes. Thank you for hanging out with us this evening. Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful.
I don't know if it'd be a show without our audience. So we are definitely thankful.
If there's no audience,
for our friends to tune in. We come on, we air Honeybees every Tuesday, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And you can also find us on all the major social media platforms, including Twitter and Instagram and YouTube. We are all over the place. Maria makes sure we get on everywhere. So
yes, we are all over the place.
Hard.
Yes.
She worked hard to help make all that happen. So
she certainly does.
Thank you, Maria.
Yes, I'd like to give a last shout out, and I can see Patrick. Hi, Patrick. John. Hello, John, and Joseph, and who else is there? And Rose. So these are the people that I'd like to give a shout out to. Thank you for watching our show. Yes. So.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate each and every one of you who decided to spend part of your evening with us tonight, and we hope that you're enjoying the conversation. And feel free to chime in. When and if you'd like. So, so JC, so
Yes.
as we get ready to do our wrap up for this evening,
Yes.
what do you think, like, when we come across, like, those negative posts, those people who are using their influence but for negative reasons, what do you think, do you think we should do anything? And if so, what? Do you think we should
I just
call them out on their stuff?
if you come across a negative post, like sometimes there's this person that just some of them post negative posts once in a long while, and then they go back to the positive post, and then there are some that it's just a series of negative posts, like one after the other, and you're like, sheesh, isn't there a good thing happening in your life? And that's the reason why now I just decided to post pictures and videos of cute little animals. Because I think that's a positive thing, looking at these cute little fur babies. and of course promoting our comedy, Geezy and his frenemies, and our other shows. Yeah, and so one time I come across this individual, and it was just one venomous thing and scathing thing after the other. So I just decided not to click anything, not even click or comment. I just, scroll up, just ignore. And if they're really having a bad day, well, we just pray for them. Pray that for a good thing to happen in their lives and their hearts and their minds, that God would just open them up to his light, and if you're yeah.
Do you think that if have you ever decided to unfollow someone or unfriend or whatever? Have you ever decided to, because they kept spewing out so much negative, that you decided to part ways with that social relationship?
I normally, like in the past, I've now thank God it's not happening anymore. There were a few people that I needed to block, because not only were they putting something negative, but they were actually attacking me. Could be through that post or through private message. They just blatantly attack. So I'm thinking, okay, this isn't good. This isn't good vibration, good energy. So I just decided to block them. And some, you just if they're really that negative and they have nothing to say, but it's always a volcanic eruption of negativity, I just unfollow them. Yeah,
right.
That's it.
Right.
Because, yeah.
I have now my followers now on my Instagram is getting larger, so it's I can't go by everybody's page, and I can't see everything or most everything.
Yeah.
But if I keep popping in on someone on one of these social media platforms, and I'm like, man, it just seems like you said, like there's nothing going right in life. Like there's nothing. It's just darkness. I'm just like, maybe you spend all your darkness on me. Like, I mean, can every last thing be wrong? I mean, for real. Like every last thing from your dating life to the rest of your social life, to your job, to how you look, to people,
everything. Yes.
It can seem like every aspect of their life is just blackness.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't look at my life that way. And so, I mean, the sun is always shining. There's always something to be thankful for. There's
Absolutely.
always something.
Absolutely. We gotta be very thankful. You know, and touching on the subject of negativity, like I know an individual who before, when he was broke, you know, I understand that he was complaining, but then when he was given the opportunity of getting a great job, a good profession, and making money, he's still complaining. So, and I'm thinking, I guess it's not about your financial status in life. It's like, if you're a complainer, you'll always find something to complain about.
Right.
Yeah.
It's that negativity. I'm
Yeah,
just like, well,
that
I'm
negative
like, they would
energy.
be away from you with a 10-foot pole, not even a 6-foot like for social distancing.
I know,
They
yeah,
would
like a
cover it.
10-foot pole. Oh my gosh, yeah, yeah, because they're giving away bad jujus, but anyhow, we're Ty and I are giving you an example of what not to do if you'd like to be an influencer, and if you'd like to influence other people, you influence other people with that positive energy, with that light inside of you, you know. And it's not about your status in life. It's not about the money. That reminds me of the song. Or flat ass broke. I'm sorry. And you could be an influencer just by your positive energy, you know. And people will, yeah, people will want to be around you, and people will think, I wonder why that person is thinking positive. I mean, he or she doesn't have things together, you know, that well, you know. You know, the thing that's happening in his or her life isn't good at the moment, but how come, you know, they're brimming with so much positive energy? And what is that? You know, it's like the opposite side of this viral infection, you know, because being positive could go viral as well in a good way. Yeah.
That's right. Positive vibes, right?
Yeah,
Positive vibes.
Yeah. So
Hashtag positive vibes.
yeah, the only virus that we want to catch is the positive vibes virus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. You know, so I would argue that yes, it is. I think it's best to put that positivity out into the world. To put those positive vibes. I mean, even though, you know, we may go through things, trying times and things like that. We may go through hard times. As far as what we put out into the world, you know, that influencing effect, I would just suggest maybe not spilling that out into your, you know, into your social media. I mean, everyone's got their own issues and what they're going through. But,
I know.
You know, my mom, you know, you guys referenced my beautiful mom, you referenced her a little earlier. My mom would say, if you don't have anything nice to say,
don't say it at all, yeah.
Say it at all.
Yes.
I mean, like, you know, there's a book, something like everything I needed to learn about life or know in life, I learned, you know, in kindergarten or something like that, or by kindergarten. You know, those are one of the first things that I think some parents teach their kids. You know, because you could be, you know, kids, they just, you know, they don't have a filter, they just say stuff, you know what I mean? They just say stuff, they don't have any filters. But I think that's one of the biggest filters, you know, we could do as humans is, you know, if we don't have anything nice to say, just don't say it at all.
There you go.
And I mean, it can be that simple. It really can. It can be that simple. It's not rocket science. It doesn't take a master's degree and a PhD to understand. It's something so simple that a 5-year-old gets.
Absolutely.
Don't have anything nice to say. Don't say no. So, I mean, yeah, people post funny memes. People will post, you know, memes of bashing other people.
Yeah.
And, you know, things like that. And, you know, we may, like, kind of get, you know, we may get a little chuckle. We make it a little chuckle.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't be like trying to roast the person in the comment section or forwarding that negativity on to any of my social media. You know, like I wouldn't do those kinds of things. Like I just wouldn't.
Yes.
You know, I don't think that's not really my style and my flavor. And when people want to roast other people, you know, if they want to roast them, they can roast them. But I'm just gonna try to stay away from them because there's just too much negativity in the world as it is. I don't need to spend time contributing to it.
Right, there you go. And that's how you, that's a good way of influencing others as well. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. It's important to try to practice what we preach. You know,
yeah.
Speak louder than words. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah.
We can talk a good talk, but are we walking the walk?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, I heard somebody say, because I know that, you know, what you just said, you know, we should practice what we preach. But if you switch that back around, that's also good. Somebody said, I preach what I practice. Now that I think is powerful.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
wow, I haven't heard of a word like that.
That is a game changer right there. Yeah.
I preach what I practice.
Yes.
Because, and so why did that come out to you so much?
Because if what you do on a daily basis, if what you practice on a daily basis is positive, and I'm not saying that, you know, we're all perfect that way. I mean, nobody is perfect that way, but you know, we make an effort, you know, and we make an effort, and we put that foot forward to, you know, set a good example and be positive and just put in, you know, good work and all that, and just have like a positive mindset, and not only a positive mindset but a vision. I guess if you have that good vision in your mind, then that's going to be your fuel of how to act in a good way, in a positive way. You know, and you'll be working and you'll be practicing a good thing, and that's why, you know, you can say, oh, I preach what I practice. Well, what do you think about that? You know, what are your thoughts about that?
I think that is a real interesting spin on it, because I never heard it before until you just shared it. And, preaching what we practice. Yeah, if it's good and positive, go for it.
yeah, because that, like I said, because it means that what you must be doing something good in order to preach what you're doing. Yeah. And I'm not gonna go very far anymore. It's just like you as a fashionista. You know, you love to dress. You love to accessorize yourself. You like to be always in that positive mood. So that's also one perfect example of preaching what you practice.
Yeah. Thank you, Tasty. And you know, your positivity and Maria's positivity as well. I think that's just how we totally like clicked and bonded and vibed that first night that we met.
Thank you.
Insta friends. That's what I said. I was like, I think we became Insta friends.
Insta friends. Yes, we became Insta friends that night.
Insta friends. Yes.
Yeah.
I never heard of the term, but it's probably out there somewhere.
Yeah.
But that's just the first time I thought, or I was like, you know, it's like we became like instant friends. So Insta friends.
Yeah, and maybe because of the fact that Lady Gaga's store was right across us, so it gave us some positive. I'm just kidding. You're like Mother Monster, send us some good vibes.
I know, right?
Yeah.
One person though that I wanted us to touch on before we close, you know, we touched on Joan Lippert earlier, and I think someone else, you know, recently passed away, who also, I think, left a more positive mark. I think who has left a positive mark in our world, and his with the passing, 2 weeks ago now, I think, of Little Richard.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Little Richard, you know, sadly passed away.
Yeah.
The Saturday before that, I think it was, and it's, you know, that was really sad. You know, he was blessed to live a long life.
Well, our deepest condolences. Yeah.
And I think, you know, from what I've read and what I've gathered about, you know, Little Richard, is that he really he was able to break, you know, it looked like, you know, and you know, he was also, you know, his fashion was flashy, you know, his fashion, you know, his whole, he paved the way, you know, and for certain artists that way. He was a visionary, and he helped, like, birth the art, you know, he helped make some people stars, you know, by giving them chances of being their backup singers and stuff like that. And, I mean, he you know, he touched a lot of people through his music, through his fashion, and also an unknown fact about him. So I think those were positive things that's in those areas, but here's like the hidden, unknown positive way that he also made an influence. But, you know, when he left music, it was because he went into the ministry and felt like he had a calling on his life. And he went and he studied. He went and studied and became an ordained minister.
Oh, wow.
He was an actual ordained minister. And I have heard that he went, that he would, because the school that he went to, I actually graduated from, and I had a professor, a Florida professor, who told me that he, what Little Richard would do is he would buy a whole bunch of copies of this little book about Jesus called Steps to Christ.
Yes.
And he'd buy a whole bunch of those copies, and he would help distribute those copies out for people that try to help introduce Christ to others. This is from the lips of my own professor who was there and who knew this. And it was like, wow, you know, I never knew that he you know, took it, I guess, fell in love with God and took it so seriously. And so he started to, you know, walk a different walk after that and everything. And I think his last known television interview is actually with a really big Christian broadcasting company called 3ABN. And it's there on YouTube. And it's Little Richard's last you know, his final TV interview, and it's there. And in that, he touched so many lives and sharing his testimony about what God has done for him and what God has brought him through.
That's beautiful.
So yeah, it's so I think with, you know, when we reach a certain level of status, you know, celebrity and things like that, you know, what are we doing? You know, there's people like him and other people who have, you know, helped to transcend all kinds of things, that can help influence so many people in a positive way, and in different ways. So I think, you know, that's worth noting that we should strive to do that. We should strive to break those barriers and be a positive role model for people with those positive vibes. And he did that in multiple ways, in different ways. And I think that was awesome and amazing.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes, I was like, wow, I didn't know he was like, you know, on fire for Jesus. I mean, you didn't really hear much about.
I'm gonna have to check into that. Yeah. Now that you mentioned
you didn't really hear much about. You know, you didn't really hear much about that. But other aspects of his life were put on blast. And now, everything is, a lot of stuff is out there. But, that's kind of like, in my opinion, it's more of a lesser known fact. And everything. But, so I share his story to share that, whether, most of us will not reach that level of celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
If everybody did, then there wouldn't be celebrities. That would just be the normal, right?
Yes.
Everyone would be the same. So, but whether we're, someone on the level of a Joan Richards or, Little
Yeah.
Richard or, some of these people who passed or who are currently living, or, down to just, maybe we're a cashier at the local Walmart. Maybe we are flipping the burgers at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Wherever we are, we can be a positive influence.
That's right.
We can choose to do that.
Yeah.
Whether we influence 5 people or 500, 5,000, 5 million. It doesn't matter. I would challenge each and every one of us to try to see how we can help make this world a better place.
That's
how
truth right there.
We need it. When someone can walk up to you or write you a message, or they can tell you, you know what, you inspired me. You helped me. Those are powerful words. They're powerful words. You helped lift me out of a darker place. I appreciated your smile, your positivity affected me on, one of my worst days. When people say things like this, we're probably doing something right.
Yeah.
We're probably doing something right.
Yes.
So, I just encourage us all, touch a life, and then touch another, and then touch another. And we do that, then this world would be an even more amazing place. Because of one another.
Yes.
And want to help lift each other up instead of tearing them down.
Yes. So true.
Yeah, so. Jay, do you have any closing thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with what you just said. I mean, it doesn't matter what status you have in life. You could be an influencer, and even in that